Okay. All right, party people. Sorry about that. I don't know why the hell. All right, we ain't gonna do this. Hopefully y'all can see me. Okay. So I forgot what the hell I was saying. But basically, being in the hospital the 2 weeks or whatever just wasn't part of the plan. It never is. But when nature hits, you can't go against her. She's gonna win every time. Leading on up to the days that I was just ready to go home, I was back, they released me or whatever. Um, that day that I came home, my mother and my daughter picked me up. First of all, when that fresh air first hits your face, like you don't even realize how much you take for granted. You really don't till you get put in a position where you have to appreciate. When I tell y'all, because I don't even know if I could open up my window, but I was so over being in that hospital since day one, I ain't even care to even look out the window. Um, I ended up, and plus, let me go back, like taking a shower and washing up a couple of times. I did some whole baths. I got the parts and stuff, but it was just like it was too much because I had the little heart monitor stuck to my chest. Um, I had most of the time I was probably hooked to an IV, and it was just a lot, even just to go take a piss. You know what I'm saying? And have to drag all that shit in there with you, like you be annoyed. Like what the fuck? I just want to sit. I just want to sit down and take a piss or take a shit and go. So with the bone biopsy, I get those results next Tuesday at the Hematology Oncology Center. For those who don't know what that is, hematology is for blood, oncology is for cancer. Now, I don't think I have anything like malignant going on because if I did, they had enough time at the hospital to let me know. So, and it, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that ain't the case. I'm not claiming it. So, anyway, like I said, when I first got that first gust of like fresh air hitting my face, y'all just do not know. It was so foreign to me by then. I was just like, oh my God, fresh air. Goes, we went to McDonald's and food and stuff still wasn't tasting all that great to me. Because even when my family brought me food from out of the hospital, um, I ended up I was just getting my taste back for textured food, and I would only eat like with the chicken fries. It's probably like what 10 of them in there, like it is nuggets. I probably ate about two or three, at the most, only because I was just kind of like um I was just trying to get myself together. Um, Came home and I ended up having to lay down eventually because my body just felt like a sack of laundry. Like I was just folded up. Like I just couldn't move. I could move, but it would have been too much, because I've been laying up in that hospital bed for 2 weeks and you know. So eventually now I'm on a walker. I don't use it that much in the house because we stay in an apartment and the space is not like crazy small, but it's like 1,300 square feet, but it's still not enough room to just be that I need to be having to walk all the way around. Plus, I want to try to, plus I've been trying to walk and stuff on my own a little more, even when I'm not feeling that great, because sometimes the walker can get in the way. Sometimes uh I just want to do because I'm so used to being uber independent. I'm trying to get back to that point. I do use it though. I have to have it when I'm outside, because the atmosphere, like the breeze, the weather, and all that stuff, it affects you. Like I don't care how great of a day you think you having, being inside to outside is different. And I'm always in my room. Um, I put a mask on everywhere I go outside. Sometimes I put one on in the house, but for the most part, I do it outside. Um, I it's just crazy how my shit just turned around in like less than 6 months, basically. Um, what's different in my room? I sleep by myself now. In my room, my husband sleeps out on the couch, mainly because he's in a lot of outside germs and stuff like that, and my immune system can is so compromised. Like I'm supposed to be on a restricted diet. Like you can't have no bread, you can't have no ice cream, you can't have any sushi. Which I'm still gonna try me um, a California roll because the seafood has to be cooked. You know what I'm saying? And California roll, it ain't even real crab meat, so it shouldn't. I can have rice and stuff like that, but I can't have like donuts and like sliced bread. Can't touch yeast. Got to have organic juices. Child, still been drinking the same juice I'm drinking. I'm like, look, I this shit's expensive. Um, what else? For the most part, well, we don't eat red meat in this. Well, me and my husband don't eat red meat. Our kids eat whatever they want, but for the most part, long as the food, because I thought I was gonna have to get a meat thermometer to measure like the temperature of the food and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, of the meats and stuff. But and you know what? I've been going ham on some grapes. Now I've always eaten like a bunch of fruits or whatever, but grapes, I don't know. Grapes have just been my savior, lately. Like especially like at night, and that's part of why I've been maintaining this weight because I went from about 230 to 183. I lost quite a bit of weight, so it was just like probably even more than that. But it was just like, y'all, if I can maintain this weight that I'm at now, I'll be happy with that. But I want to do it healthy because everybody thinks, oh, you look great. I was like, but you don't want to lose weight when you're sick. That's not the best way because when you're sick, it's not a gradual process. It's almost an immediate process. And you just drop all this weight because even when I was in the hospital, when I was going to the bathroom, I noticed that my pants, like I have these sweatpants from when I was working this seasonal job at Shutterfly. And if you don't know what Shutterfly is, they make all the photo gifts on the mugs and books and stuff like that. The Shutterfly, I had went and I was a little heavier then. I went to Walmart and would get the little $6 Hanes, straight sweatpants that didn't have the elastic in the waist or on the bottom. So, something just to throw on or whatever with a t-shirt. So then that's what my husband was bringing because he knew he just, wanted me to be comfortable. But when I would put them on, I never realized when they were like kind of sliding off. I'm like, damn, why these pants feel so big? Duh, not thinking I'm losing weight. So what happened? So yeah, just been eating a lot of grapes. Like I know I done ate a cajillion grapes since I've been home, like bags. Want some right now. Had some popcorn, but I ain't even really eat it like that. What else? Certain things that I used to eat a lot of. I don't know what it is, but fried chicken has become my vice. And every time I eat, and then I've been watching a lot of 600 Pound Life, which is crazy. Cause I see them people, I'm like, damn, I gotta get my life together. And I start eating the hell out of them grapes. And because I can't have bread, you know what I have been eating when I want pizza? That Oprah Winfrey cauliflower pizza. Let me tell y'all, the crust is a lot drier, but you do get full quicker. And it's a regular size, like a DiGiorno pizza. To me, that's what it tastes like with the pepperoni. But I just wanted something real bad. Watching 600 Pound Life, they eating 5 million damn slices. It was like, damn, I want some pizza. But that was the best alternative. I wasn't a bread and big pasta person, anyways, so that really didn't bother me. Um, what else? My fruits and vegetables have to be thoroughly cleaned, of course, but who wouldn't do that regardless? Um, certain thing I can't have milk. I guess I can have almond milk. I'm not a milk drinker, so I don't really know. I would only use it in like a smoothie. But the milk, um, anything pasteurized, anything post date, well, not pasteurized, but like post dated foods, like how when you buy salads and stuff like that, and they have a date that you're supposed to eat it by. I have to be careful with stuff like that. I already said the sushi. But I'm pissed about that milk thing a little bit because I love frozen yogurt actually more than I do ice cream. Ice cream and when I ate red meat like steaks and stuff, that stuff I would have to have a taste for. That's not something I could just eat all the time. And my kids and my husband, they could eat it all the time, but like ice cream especially. But the ice cream thing, I ain't no I guess because I'm not a big milk person. Like Talenti, the gelato and stuff, pistachio and cookie caramel crunch are my favorites. But even then, when my husband would buy me a container, I would still have to be in the mood to want to open it up because I'm just not that person that likes a lot of ice cream. Like my palate for salt is way bigger and deeper than my palate for sweets. So, and then when I do eat sweets, I'm very specific about the sweets that I eat. I have eaten some candy, um, just to see if I even like it. I've eaten Reese Cups, which is my favorite candy. Um, it was okay. It was okay. But the fruits, I guess, because of the natural sweetness or whatever, I think that's why I'm just taking more of the fruits, which is also helping me maintain. And every time I'm eating, I'm thinking, oh, I done gained some weight. Not that I'm disappointed if I don't, but I don't gain the weight that I think. And I'm gonna try and show y'all in the bathroom how much smaller I've gotten. Cause even now my pants are falling off. It's crazy. Even though still got this. Ugh. All right. So I know I never really did a full body thing. Y'all have to excuse the sauce because I did have some Popeyes earlier. But this is me, and this, I mean, I've been eating too today, so, but it's a little flatter than that. But it's like you can tell the noticeable difference, like with the weight. It's kind of obvious, even though y'all have never seen me in full body mode on the camera. I know that y'all can tell the difference because even in my face, I've lost a lot of weight, and from like my earliest videos or whatever. So I had a lot more weight in my face because I was, first of all, I was certainly on a lot more prednisone, which I first started off, I was like on 40 milligrams. So that's a noticeable difference because that's, one of the first places that you gain weight is your face. But yeah, overall, as of lately, I'm getting progressively better. And I also filed short term disability, which that is such a damn headache. I got denied and then I just did my appeal. So hopefully they'll be trying to cut a sister a check because at this point, I even asked my rheumatologist is working even a factor and she said no. And especially until they get my thing together. I'm off the injections. I only took that one. I still got my other three, but I haven't touched them yet. She wants to put me, I think, on Zen gel. I think that's her last resort because I don't know what to say after that. I'm doing a little better. Each day is different. I still have my bad days. I still have those moments where I don't want to be bothered, where I don't want to get out of bed, but I push myself because I don't want to be bedridden and I don't, and you know how your body's feeling from day to day. So I only push myself within reason. Um, when I cook now in the kitchen, which I just started back literally doing that, um, I pace myself, and like yesterday, I made something simple like spaghetti, and we use the garden rotini. We eat ground turkey, because it's a lot lighter, and of course, we don't eat red meat. So, and the Barilla brand spaghetti sauce with the tomato and basil, or whatever. So something pretty light. I didn't even make any bread or whatever, but um, and I don't know why they would tell you not to touch your raw yeast. Maybe there's people that make bread. Shit, I don't know. I don't eat it. I don't make it. But yeah, I had did a little something simple like that, and I did the sauce first because the sauce don't take long. You just browning the meat and putting the sauce in there, and then with my spaghetti, I I think because I done cooked it a million times, I just know how to time it. So when I have to put something long term on the stove, I cut it down to a reasonable temperature, and then I'll go sit down. Hey, how are you? I'm good. Trying to do better, giving a lupus update. So you have to watch the first video and this video because it cut me off after about 30 minutes. But I I don't know. I'm trying to get back to that independent me, and it's feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit better. Um, as you can tell, I'm winded right now. All I did was just go to the restroom and show y'all how much weight I lost. It's crazy. But yeah, y'all, I'm embracing this life, because you can. I watched one of those Try Guy videos of Zach, and he has the ankylosis spin device. I don't even want to mess it up, but he has AS basically, and he talked about his struggles with coping and stuff like that. And I'm like, God, that whole video spoke to my life. Like, I still have my days because sometimes you can have a few days where you're just doing so well and you feeling so good about yourself and your situation, but it all comes back to reality when I have to take that walker and put a mask on my face so that I'm not, so everybody is that less of a risk to me. I'm paranoid about having to go back to the hospital. My husband's become paranoid. And like I said, this stuff takes a toll on your life, on your married life and stuff like that. But luckily I have somebody in my life who knew what he signed up for, even though I wasn't sick when we met, who knew what he signed up for, and who, as a husband and a father, let me put it like that, and doesn't complain. He just gets through it. And then unfortunately, he ended up losing his job while I was in the hospital. Um, but he also lupus on her medicine, but she lost her hands. Oh, she'll be working. Right. I was working at Target. You know what? I when I went back to Target, of course, I had to have my walker and my mask and stuff like that. Um, I didn't lose my hair, thankfully. I mean, as you can see, this is all mine. Um, the I mean, lupus. Every case of lupus is not the same. I don't care what nobody says. You can have the same type of lupus, but the case varies basically because there's no one person that's the same. Even twins have separate personalities and separate things going on. Because one twin gets sick doesn't necessarily mean the other one will. And if they do and they even have the same disease, guess what? It won't affect both twins the same way. You understand? So with me, um, even that was, I had that discussion with my husband. If I was to lose my hair, then I just cut it off. I'm not a stranger to cut my hair off to a brush cut. And hair is hair. It'll always grow back. If not, that's what wigs are for. Okay? Um, for me personally, like I said, just coping and just trying to deal and working wise, I had to tell my HR, I'm like, look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to work it, like anytime soon. So don't even worry about putting me on the schedule. Cause and it wasn't no bad blood and there wasn't no bridges burned. Cause one thing's for certain, she told me when I start feeling better, I need a job, I can always come back. But that damn disability, it is crazy that you have to go through so much. Like, I understand you have to apply and put in the proper paperwork, submit the proper paperwork, but I just think it's such a nuisance to have to go through so much just to get some help or just to get what's owed to you because I work for it. But and I have been working for um Target short of a year and a half. So I think I do deserve it because I work hard. I think I'm a great worker. I help. You know what I'm saying? I do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm at where I'm supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like having to go through the trouble, I hope it's worth it. Y'all comment below and let me know y'all's struggles with if you applied. And I know usually you get denied the first time anyway, because that's what they did to my sister-in-law that has cancer. She has multiple myeloma and she's in remission right now, thank God. But um, you know, it's just a struggle. It's just a struggle. Finances are strained, but luckily my husband got a new job. Hopefully will come with some benefits and stuff because definitely need them because I'm always have a doctor bill. That's just what it is. I try not to stress. I try to keep a positive. I'm a glass is half full type of person anyway, but I just try to keep a stiff upper lip and a positive mind frame because again, with what we're going through, stress ain't my friend, and ain't no sense in me stressing and putting myself back into the hospital. That'd be crazy. But yeah, y'all, I just want to give y'all the updates. I know my stories be kind of all over the place. They be together in my head, but be all over the place on here. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, for checking um in on my videos. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to share my story and other stories because this, you don't think about how much something that has not had a lot of light shown on it until you become part of that community. And I just want to send love and shout outs to all my fellow loop stars, men and women. Hoping everybody's having a great day. Today is a nice day. It's Saturday. I'm gonna try and get out of the house at least once today, cause Lord knows, when I do go somewhere, it ain't got to be far. My ass is wore out, and I'm ready to come back into the dungeon back here and lay down. Y'all know how the struggle is, but I'ma holler at y'all. I don't know when, but just know that everybody's in my prayers. Love y'all.